Thank you for listening and welcome to the Life Podcast, a proud member of the Eventide Entertainment Podcast Network. I'm your host, Don Smith. Our wonderful co-host, Charlie Hester, is back in the studio for this show. The ever-energetic Tim Lucas joins us to talk about comedy and snakes on planes. If you enjoy the show, like and follow the Life 1069 on Facebook and Don Smith Comedy on Twitter, or tune in live every Tuesday from 7 to 9 p.m. on WWSU 106.9 FM, or you can stream the show live at WWSU1069.org.
The brutal presence overwhelms me. The brutal presence overwhelms me.
Hurry!
And now I'm
hurry! Hey.
losing my...
Oh, wow. Yeah. Are you going to make it? Charlie's going to make it. She's going to make it. Hey, welcome to the Life Radio Show. It's
Hi.
Tuesday. Hi.
It
You
is.
made it. All right.
No.
Just in time. Just in time to get started. My co-host, my co-host is in with us again. The lovely Charlie Hester.
Hi.
So glad you could make it over.
Me
all the
too.
car drama sorted out. And you...
Over it. Never want to
It's
car
been-
shop
yeah,
again.
It's been a couple of months.
We
of
totaled
this.
3 cars in 1 month.
That's
What do you
That's
do
a
to
talent.
those cars?
Well, one...
hailstorm.
Yeah, two were a hailstorm. One was an actual accident my daughter got into, and she's fine, but her car was not. And yeah, but it's over now. Everybody has wheels again. My insurance premium is so
I can
bad.
imagine. How can they raise your premium from hail damage?
Yep.
Is that what a bunch of jerks, man?
They did for mine, and I switched insurance, but the story followed, so I didn't say that.
Yeah. Well, and we've got like teenage drivers, like a whole mess of them on our insurance.
I should be
So-
closer to my mouth
Okay.
with
I'm
this.
Yeah,
I'm moving that
Tim.
out of
There
the
you
way,
go.
Tim,
Move
so I
in.
can see something other than the top of your head.
I got a great view.
You got a great view. Of
I
Tim?
do.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Oh, that's
Yep.
weird
He's having,
microphone.
he's having trouble keeping it up today.
We need to get
Tim
that.
Lucas.
How is today different from all other days?
Well, good point. Good point. Tim Lucas is our first guest.
Thank you.
And
Yay.
the,
One of my favorite Dayton comedians.
Okay.
I love you. You never don't make me laugh.
Yay!
Yay!
If you haven't seen Tim perform, there are a lot of people that have. No, if you haven't seen
I was gonna
Tim
say,
perform,
like,
he's,
in the
he's
bedroom,
fantastic.
or-
Well,
Well, I've done.
to each his own, Patrick.
I've done.
Tim.
I've done stand up in 14 different states and Rhode Island.
Awesome.
And Rhode Island.
Okay, so 14 and a quarter states.
That's it. Yes.
Rhode Island actually has the longest name of any state.
Right,
For
because
the-
they're also Rhode Island and Providence
plantation. They're still a plantation.
Yes.
Seriously?
Yeah, I'm
Seriously,
surprised
they only-
somebody hasn't made them get rid of that yet. But
Ooh.
yeah.
Huh. Well.
Nobody cares.
No, I guess
Yeah.
not.
I know.
Because they just figure it's Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Anybody here from Rhode Island? Nope, of course not.
No.
It's been a long day. So I have to
I agree.
apologize in advance. I've spent like the last 5 hours before I came here up on the ladder again. So
Oh.
it's always, it's always fun.
Getting that overtime or just regular
Just
time?
Regular time.
Dang it. It's always
Yeah.
more fun when it's overtime.
Well, because I'm off this Friday, so I'm not gonna work overtime just to be paid straight time for it. That's stupid.
Gotcha. What are you doing on Friday? Anything fun?
I'm sleeping in
That's fun.
because
That's-
I'm gonna be at the Barrel Thursday. I'm gonna be performing at the Barrel.
Oh,
Thursday down in
so
Springboro.
is sleeping in code for recovering?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And,
Noted.
Yes. And besides that, Friday's going to be a busy night. But you left your dinghy on.
I did leave my dinghy on.
Mine doesn't ring at any time.
Except when you give it Viagra.
Right.
Yeah,
And then sometimes you just have to ring your own.
Can I ask a weird, Ohio question?
Absolutely.
Okay, so the song My Ding-a-ling, does anybody sing that at karaoke in Ohio? Because that is my hometown. I can't go to karaoke and not hear that song.
I have not been to a karaoke thing in 15 years.
Okay.
so I really
That's
don't
when I
know.
used to do karaoke a lot, and I can't remember hearing my ding-a-ling.
Wow.
The song.
Wow. I love the clarification. That was
I
that
hear
was
my
important.
dingling all the time on radio.
Well, you're young.
When I was your age.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your ding-a-ling fades a little bit when you get older, Pepper.
I just wondered because
No.
Danville's all about the ding-a-ling, so I just
Somehow I can see that.
yeah,
Oh, wow, Danville.
yeah.
I'm from Chicago. So.
Oh yeah, I live in not Chicago, Illinois.
I know.
Yeah. So we're in Chicago.
Well, I grew up on the northwest side, but my high school was a boarding school in
Ooh.
Aurora.
Really?
And one of the students was from Danville.
Okay. Why did we offend him already?
Yes. Well, that's the role.
That's the whole Chicago thing.
Oh,
I know.
yeah.
I started talking about Chicago. I was afraid I'd get shot.
Oh, come
He's activating the security
Come
alarm.
on. Oh.
Sorry,
So you
I
went
couldn't
to
help it.
boarding school?
Yes, I did. I went to a Catholic military high school, and there was a boarding school.
That's right. You talk about that in your
That's
act.
it. Yes, people say, "Oh, that can't possibly be true." It was back then,
Yeah.
back in the 80s. It
Huh.
was 76. I graduated in 76.
Okay.
Now it's not a boarding school anymore, and military is optional.
Mm.
They're one step away from getting girls.
Whoa. I love the way you said that.
It makes it
Girls.
was so
Girls.
unique.
Stupid girls.
No, it was such a unique experience. In theory, it being the only high school I went to, I really don't know.
Well, yeah, it was, of course,
you would
unique. It was the
imagine.
only one. Yeah.
So
You'd
it
imagine.
truly was unique
It was.
because it's the only one you had.
Yes,
Right.
it is. And then for college, I stayed home. So I went away for high
You were
school.
homeschooled in
and I
college?
I lived at home and went to college.
Oh, okay.
No,
I didn't
yeah.
know you could homeschool.
Yeah,
college,
you could
yeah.
if your parents were professors in theory.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah. Wait, so did you graduate from college?
Yes,
What
from
what
Loyola.
what did you study?
History.
But there's no future.
But there's no future in history.
Yeah, somebody said a joke like that.
I know.
I think I've heard that a time or two. I don't know why I don't remember that because you
Yeah.
we'll have to have a lengthy discussion about
Oh.
Lewis and Clark later.
That's good.
That's
yes.
my favorite
Ah,
historical moment. Seriously, I'm obsessed with Lewis and Clark.
Oh, okay.
That's good.
Is it?
Just get a whole sackage of and we could talk about
I
it.
know. I thought about getting like the journals of them as the. I'm sorry. You said history,
they
and
were-
I like started like
You're fine. Go ahead.
history rings my bell.
Yeah, they were bad spellers too, but
Yeah.
you got to imagine that there was a lot of things going on.
Yeah, I mean, the whole journey from beginning to end is quite fascinating. So, especially those suppositories. Russia's
Okay.
Thunderbolts. Just
Yeah,
FYI.
and they happened to stumble into Sacagawea's half brother, and he had horses for them. or
Yeah,
whatever.
it's so like the whole thing is just
Yes.
so weird. So yeah.
Yeah, I haven't studied.
They found a condor. So that
Yeah.
brings us back to
Okay.
my 20
Yeah.
questions.
Good call back. There you go.
There you go.
You had all kinds of reasons for the
Right, yes. I knew Charlie was going to bring up Lewis and Clark.
Yes.
So, speaking of ancient history, how long you been doing comedy?
Oh, yes. 20.
oh,
It was, my first time doing stand-up was in 1991. Before
Oh,
that,
okay.
there was some improv.
Ah,
But, yes, the stand-up, it's been 28 years. And we're coming up on the first time I ever went to Wiley's was in 2001.
oh wow.
So pretty soon on, I think it's July 24th, it'll be my anniversary at Wiley's. So
Cool.
even though you'll be closed that day, I'll probably still be in the neighborhood.
You'll just be hanging out there.
I'll just go hang out.
You break
just go
in.
stand on the
if
stoop and tell
if we
some jokes.
Find
Ta-
out there's
ta-
an
ta-
intruder. Well,
Yeah.
it's just Tim. He's celebrating.
Well, the beggar. I mean, I'll talk to him. He was
Yep.
probably there
Yeah.
back then.
Yeah. Just do a set for him. And,
I know he's heard it before, and they've got the musicians playing, and so they tried that in front of a vintage goods store, vintage clothes store. just doing comedy out on the sidewalk.
Yeah, I did that show.
Did you?
One time? Yeah.
Terrible.
It's the kind of thing
it.
everyone should do once. So that,
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So that
I remember that night the mic quit working, and so I just started like walking around in front of everybody and just singing like right in their faces.
Yeah.
It's very liberating.
Yeah. I had to do it once. It was a rough night that I did that actually. And I'm not
Was
gonna
it
go
when
into
it
too many,
rained?
details. No, it was. It had to do with Wiley's. Why it was a rough
Gotcha.
night to do that. It was. Yeah, it was.
Nah.
There were some changes in ownership going on at the time that was
Gotcha.
happening, and I spent like half of the evening out in front of the club just in case, and then I went over there and did that, and then I did go inside and watch Greg Hahn on the second show performance, which I had no idea how that man keeps the energy up for one show, let alone to have the same amount of energy. Yeah, it's. But yeah, that was a fun night and a rough night. But
Yeah.
That was not.
That makes sense. Yeah.
But yeah, the
Wow.
street shows are.
That's
are
an
definitely
interesting
a thing
idea.
Yeah.
Because he used to do the shows inside of Feathers,
But there
And
wasn't
and-
there wasn't a lot of room. and
right. There wasn't a lot of room.
His
so
mother didn't
yeah.
like him moving things around too much.
Yep. So he had to do it out on the. Out
Does
on
he
the
still do that
sidewalk.
show?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything about it yet.
I don't
Really?
think so. Now, I can remember maybe 2 years ago he did one behind the store.
Yeah, he
Yes.
did one back there.
But the neighbors, I guess, because that's where they were parking.
yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
yeah, and we were a little loud and
Wow.
vulgar.
What?
I think I performed at that one too.
What?
Yeah. Can you imagine? Yeah.
No.
It was fun.
Yeah, I totally
Good
can.
time. Good times.
Wow. So what have you been up to? I haven't seen you in 2 weeks.
I've
Sucks.
been working. Been at
Cool.
the club.
Cool.
We had Mitch Burrow was in last weekend.
Yeah.
It was fun. Had a couple good shows there. I performed at Wiley's for Sunday Comics. I hosted, which I love hosting, and I got a applause break / groan, which was so much fun.
Yeah.
That was. It was like a third of the audience hated what I said,
Yep.
and the rest of them were like right
That's
on
how you
board
know it's a keeper.
for like 20, 30 seconds. Applause break. I was like, this is fantastic. It was enough of an applause break. I actually put the mic back in the stand and turned around and laughed to myself about because there were still a third of the audience going, "Ah!" and they were mad
Wow.
because I made a comment about Ohio's new heartbeat bill. So.
Oh boy.
So it was kind of an abortion joke, but at
Right.
the same time, it was a mutant shower baby joke. It was a tag I added on to that, ad-libbed.
Oh, that mutant shower baby joke.
Yes. Everybody needs one.
Now talk about unique, Tim.
That's
That's what
That
that
is-
joke is.
Right.
Yeah.
But it works.
Yeah, it does.
Usually has.
Yeah. And if not, you'll just
If not, I'll throw it out and do something. Just if not, we're gonna
You'll
stop this
you'll
one.
abort that
Just-
joke?
Yeah,
it
we'll
works
stop
every
this one halfway
every other
through.
trimester. It works.
yeah. Just give it 6 weeks,
Right.
see how it does.
Right. That's all you got. Yeah.
After 6 weeks, you're forced to do that.
Right.
set.
I'm going to have to keep that joke after 6 weeks.
I mean, you could always let somebody else tell it.
Right. I could go out of state,
Yeah.
maybe.
Just not
Well,
Georgia.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah. Maybe
Tell
fall
it to
down
the
some stairs or something. I don't know. Get that joke just out of there completely.
We're all going to hell. Okay.
Definitely. Hey, welcome to the Life Radio Show. We're going to hell.
By the way,
That's the title. Yep. Oh, do we have comments already?
We have a couple of comments. Butch is commenting, so I won't read them.
Oh, that one guy is commenting.
That one
Who's
guy,
Butch?
yes, that one guy. Preston Russell. Butch Russell. He's a local comic.
Okay.
He did
And
a set
his-
Sunday night. Was
His
it this
stage
Sunday
name
or-
last Sunday was that one guy.
Yeah, that one guy.
Okay.
And it was fantastic. We love you, Butch. Keep trying. No, that's about all I've been up to, and I have Well, we did the not the fundraiser, but we did the donation drop off and
Right.
the open mic, and then the open mic was terrible. Joe Young walked our whole audience.
But it was only 3.
Yeah, I think it was 4. And it was Joe felt bad, and we gave him all kinds of crap.
Good.
Because they.
Good. Did you guys raise a lot of canned goods?
We didn't get canned goods because I wasn't wanting that. We got toiletries, pads, tampons, dog food. Just little things that a lot of people don't.
Oh, you're doing me so proud. Thank you.
But we had a lot of people that came and dropped donations off, and then looked in the showroom and then left. But no, we did raise it. We did get a good amount of donations in, and before the night was over, there was actually somebody that we know that collects stuff and actually gets it directly to the families. Stopped by and picked everything up because they were actually on the way to drop some stuff off anyway. Perfect. So yeah, it was a good night. The open mic was terrible, and the showcase wasn't a lot better. It was somewhat better. It was fun, though. Good. It was fun, and it was for a good purpose. So
it was for a very good cause.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we helped some folks out, which is good. But I think that's all I've been up to, pretty much. What have you been up to? Dealing with car problems.
I have a new Prius.
You have a new Prius.
I mean, it's not new. It's new to me.
Right.
Yeah. So that's weird.
Is it an automatic?
Yes. So, yeah. I can't imagine doing comedy and trying to drive stick.
I know. When Honda had a hybrid, the Insight, when it first came out, it was only a stick.
Yeah. I mean, I'm fine. I like driving a stick, but as much as I...
Don and I are exchanging looks over here.
I've never even done it. I have no idea. I don't know what I would do.
You've not driven a stick, or...
Yeah, in a clutch.
In a clutch, yeah.
So, but no, my first car was a stick, and I didn't know how to drive it, and so my older brother had to drive it home for me, and then I had to learn how to drive.
I've driven them before, so it's been a long time.
Yeah,
you probably have to relearn. It's like, no.
No, I don't think so. I think it's sort of like riding a bike. You only crash a couple times.
Like riding a unicycle.
Yeah. What's that?
It's like riding a unicycle.
Okay, yeah. I haven't done that. Have you done that?
No.
Okay.
And I've never driven a
For
stick
some reason,
either,
Tim,
so.
I could see you as somebody riding a unicycle.
I can too.
Same here.
Like if you said you did, I would not be shocked.
Yeah, it's like, yep, okay.
I was in a short film, and I had to do a scooter, and I'd never ridden on a scooter, so I did that. the push scooter? We put one foot on it, and
not like a little, okay.
So yes, and I'd never been on one before, but my character hadn't either, so it worked out.
Oh, okay, perfect,
Nice.
perfect. So that's
Yes,
so all the falls were on purpose.
right. Oh yes, and then they let's do that. We didn't catch the angle right. Go fall again. So yes,
Perfect.
that's right.
Yeah, I do my own stunts too. Actually, I have a movie getting ready to come out that they changed the name. I can't remember what it was. It used to be Straight Outta Hate. They changed it to something else now. And I actually...
Citizen Kane 2?
Right, yeah. But it's going to be coming out before too long. And there's a scene in there where I'm supposed to chase after somebody, and I'm wearing dress shoes. And I'm in a suit. And there was snow, like just a light dusting. So I take off after this guy, and I just... go down.
Did you wipe out?
Oh yeah. And here's the bad thing is I rolled, and then I jumped back up on my feet to try to recover because the camera's still rolling, and of course my feet went again. So finally I rolled over to the side. I leaned up against this building, and I was a cop, and my partner and I were chasing this guy, and I rolled over to the side, and I looked at him. I was like, well, what are you waiting for? And that made it into the movie.
Yes! Now I have to
that's
see
funny.
that movie. That's pretty great.
I can't remember exactly what I said. I don't think I can actually say the line on the air, but
Gotcha.
But
So
it's
that-
something along that line.
So that was unscripted.
That was nobody said, hey, fall, look like an idiot and get up again. Do it twice, you moron. Nobody said that to me. Otherwise, I would have said, okay. And it wouldn't have looked as real. Because it was real. It was slick. And those shoes didn't help.
Yeah.
It's good times, though. Yeah. I cannot remember the name of that movie. I should probably find out because it's getting ready to come out. It's like burning down Babylon or something, or Babylon burnt, something like that. They changed the name to.
So go on to Google, everyone, and put in something like that, and see
Put something like that. I'm going to find it because we have to know now. We have to know. Inquiring minds want to know.
My thing popped up on the monitor that I have turned towards you.
What's popping up?
Oh,
your Google.
yeah.
Are you Googling? His Google popped up.
Okay.
Because he's young.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Your Google pops up on its own.
At least it's
sometimes
not
when you're-
the. What was it? The Dingaling, or I forgot what it was.
My ding.
Yeah, it was Tim's dingling.
My ding-a-ling.
Catch me playing.
I get Chant Down Babylon. That's an album.
What's that?
Burning Down Babylon. That's from 2016, though.
Right.
No, that was
Yeah, I can't remember exactly what it is. It's going to drive me nuts now.
Yeah.
You could go on your
IMDb
page.
myself. Yeah.
Yes.
Every now and then you have to IMDb
now.
yourself.
Oh, yeah. Do you have an IMDb page?
I don't think so. I was in a couple short films. I was in The Eunuch that I just talked about, and another one called The Fixer.
Let's see. Let's IMDb Tim Lucas and see if he is on.
Tim Lucas? All right.
Yeah, you do it because I need the password for the Wi-Fi.
I get the wrong. Wait.
Right state, wrong college.
Yeah, there you
Tim,
go. I've
Tim
heard
Lucas,
that. I've heard that.
Film critic, biographer, novelist.
No, that's
screenwriter.
another
Yeah,
Tim
I was going to
Lucas.
say that doesn't look like you.
And we have the same Facebook friend in common. It's so weird. So you write.
Cincinnati-born Tim Lucas has been the editor, co-publisher of Video Watchdog.
Yes, and that's not me, but I
I was gonna say,
my friend Mark Hoyk was the movie geek on Beat the Geeks.
Yeah,
He
for some
was-
strange reason, I'm
that's
not
cool.
finding myself.
What?
Yeah, I can't.
So, yeah,
I'm just
I don't
not
know.
Oh my
finding
gosh!
myself here.
I get a bunch of Tim Lucases on IMDb. Oh gosh, it's going to take too long to get through
All
these.
right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, even
Yeah, who cares?
By the
Even
time
on
you finish
YouTube.
your comedy rundown, I'm only going to be a third through them.
Yeah, it is time for that, and we've
Holy
wasted a lot
shnikes.
of time just looking for dumb stuff and googling.
I know, but
Yeah.
but we're getting into our groove.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tim, the next hour is going to be fantastic once you head out.
I know.
That is terrible.
I might go to the Toxic show that Dan Seabury is.
That's right.
hosting.
That's right. Yeah, the toxic brew.
Is he in town tonight?
Seabury?
Seabury?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, down in the Oregon district with the toxic brew for the what is it, something in there, the Toxic Avengers comedy showcase. All right, well, let's go ahead since I'm halfway there, and while we're on break, I will find the name of that movie because that's important.
It is important.
It is, absolutely. Well, I'm going to go ahead with it. Here's this week's Comedy Rundown, brought to you by the legendary Wiley's Comedy Club at 101 Pine Street in Dayton's historic Oregon district. Call 224-JOKE or go to wileyscomedy.com for all the best in Dayton comedy. Tuesday, June 18th, tonight, there's an open mic at Peaches Grill at 104 Xenia Avenue in Yellow Springs. That show starts at 8 p.m. Also tonight, the Toxic Avengers Comedy Showcase at Toxic Brew at 431 East 5th Street. Nate Washington's going to be headlining that show. Wednesday, June 19th, open mic at Mila's Suburban Cafe at 606 Taywood Road in Englewood. That show starts at 7 p.m. Also, Laughs for Dayton Benefit Show at JD Legends at 65 Millard Drive in Franklin. That show starts at 8 p.m. I think we know somebody that's on that. Yes, Charlie's on that show, so get out to that one. Also on Wednesday, open mic at South Park Tavern at 1301 Wayne Avenue. That show starts at 9 p.m. And the Vibe Session Comedy Night at Hannah's at 121 North Ludlow Street in Dayton. That show also starts at 9 p.m. Thursday, June 20th, open mic at the Spirited Goat at 118 Dayton Street in Yellow Springs. That show starts at 7 p.m. There's also an open mic at the Barrel House at 417 East 3rd Street from 8:30 to 11. And an open mic at the Hookah Bazaar at 958 Patterson Road. That show starts at 10 p.m. Sign-ups are at 9:30. Also on Thursday, the That's What I Like open mic at Therapy Cafe at 452 East 3rd Street in Dayton. And also the Barrel of Laughs comedy show at the Barrel at 857 West Central Avenue in Springboro. That show starts at 8:30. I think I know somebody that's on that one, too. Friday, June 21st, Neil Griffin and Friends at W.O. Wright's at 3979 Colonel Glenn Highway in Beaver Creek. Friday and Saturday, June 21st and 22nd, Donnie Baker is at Wiley's Comedy Club at 101 Pine Street in the Oregon District. There are still some tickets left for that. So
I really want to come to that.
What's stopping you? You have shows.
No, I actually don't.
No. Well, what's stopping you then?
I don't know.
I'm going to Columbus to see my ex because her daughter graduated from college. So
you should go see Donnie Baker.
I should go to see Donnie Baker instead. It'll be the longest day of the year.
Yeah, that's Friday through Sunday, the 21st through the 23rd. Matt Brownger, I don't know. I've never. Yeah. Bonjour. He's French now. Is at the Dayton Funny Bone at 88 Plum Street at the Green. Look it up online. That way you might be able to tell me how to pronounce it. That is it. As always, check out Wiley'sComedy.com and DaytonFunnyBone.com for details and tickets to upcoming shows. And don't forget to show some love on Mondays at 7 p.m. at the Barrel at 857 West Central in Springboro for their open mic out there. And that is it. Patrick, are we all queued up and ready to go and take a little break and search for a movie title that I can't remember?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
What's on the break?
What's on the break? Yeah, let me tell you. This is Potter's Field, A Peaceful Man. So hit it, Patrick.
Enough is enough! I have had it with these snakes on this plane!
Nothing can
Hey, this is Don Smith from the Life Radio Show. Attention stand-up comics and wannabe comics. This year's annual Wiley's Fireworks Competition is open for registration until June 17th. You can find information on how you can win $1,000 for a couple nights of telling jokes at wileyscomedy.com. If you just like to watch, you can come out to Wiley's at 101 Pine Street in Dayton's Historic Oregon District on June 28th to June 30th and watch Dayton's finest comics battle it out for cash and prizes.
Liar! Now, I'll have cut your lying throat the line. I'm a cow. A big, hip, fat, nasty, buttermilk-making cow.
Hey, welcome back to the Life Radio Show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, welcome back, Charlie. Charlie Hester's in the studio with us, co-host.
Can you
and
feel the
Tim
fan?
Lucas.
I can feel
yes.
it.
And we have fans in the studio now, which, it's the first time I've ever had the studio rushed with fans. Yeah. Got two, so. Tim Lucas is still in.
That's right.
He's excited, you can tell.
Yes.
And I'm going to...
So now I know what it looked like if I was left-handed.
There you go. Yeah. You have to wait for it. It's on
Yeah.
delay.
15-second delay.
Yep. Oh, it's 15 seconds? That's way too long.
Why is it
Fake.
15
You know,
seconds?
do you think I'm going to go on some kind of cursing rant or something?
It's
Like,
not
I've
me.
had it with these snakes on his plane.
It's not me. It's Facebook.
Oh.
Facebook. Oh, just got banned
Yep.
because I blew him a raspberry. That's what See, now I'm not going to be able to find this news story I was talking about.
No, you got banned for playing
No.
Potter's Field. That's why you got banned.
Yeah, exactly. See, I'm not able to find it. See, I
Seriously?
lied.
You can't
No,
find it.
I can't find it. I can't
Wow.
find it. So, yeah.
Oh.
It's very disappointing. It's very I did, however, Burning Down Babylon. That's the name of the movie that used to be Straight Outta Hate, in which I do my own stunts. So yeah, I do have a story here somewhere because we're going to hit some news. This is how we roll, Tim. We second half of the show.
Yes, I
second
did
half
this
of that hour,
a couple years ago. And
Okay, it's been a long time since.
that's right.
It's been so long I couldn't even remember that you were in before. That's pretty bad right there.
But oddly, Scotty Mays followed me then. Just did
Oh,
that
really?
today.
What?
That's
Oh,
funny. That's
he
funny.
said the name. Now Scotty's going to cancel.
Yep.
Dang it.
Oh no!
Well, he's already
You've
said see you
said
soon.
it.
And by
You've
the
already
way,
said
what Butch was asking, he was asking if the hot blonde needed a sugar daddy or sugarless daddy.
He
in this
did
case.
not.
It's on the.
It's Butch, so just say no. Trust me.
I guess not.
You know
Unless
why I
if you
couldn't
want a
find this
Butch.
story? Because it's the first one. That's why. And I'm an idiot. So hey, let's go.
But we
Go
love
ahead.
you anyway.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's go ahead and hit some news stories. A snake stowed away in a man's bag and remained undetected until it completed the trip from Florida to Hawaii, officials said. A southern black racer snake slithered out of the man's backpack when he arrived on Maui Monday, according to KGMB, not KGB. How would they know? Well, they're into everything these days. Snakes have no natural predators in Hawaii and pose a threat to Hawaii's native species. The 20-year-old Virginia man, probably a virgin too, I don't know, was not aware of the animal until it emerged after he arrived at a vacation rental property in the community of Pukalani, because that's where you go to release your
If
snake.
you really run a Pukalani, then you bring your own snake.
Right, you got to bring your own snake when you go to Pukalani. That's all there is to it. The non-venomous snake measured about a foot long and a quarter inch in diameter. So he was disappointed with his Pukalani there. Yep, everybody else was too. It's like,
Yes.
that all you got? Any thoughts?
I'm
Okay.
glad. I'm surprised that there was a nonstop from Florida to the island of Maui when out of Dayton there's no nonstops to anywhere.
No, there aren't. Dayton is not nowhere's natural hub.
So probably the snake had to change planes at least once, maybe twice.
Yeah, yeah, and stayed in his bag. Oh, you had to have been. Was he in his carry-on? That's it. Was he in his carry-on bag or was he in?
Well, you said
His
knapsack, so
check
it's
luggage.
made it sound like. But then,
Yeah.
did it go under the seat or in the overhead?
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
good
one of
question,
each.
yeah.
It
And
probably-
it stayed in the bag, so nobody knew there was a snake.
Probably
on
the
plane,
last
so.
flight was one of those small planes. So
Right?
it had-
Yeah, it was one of the little puddle jumpers. And
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
They just
One of those seaplanes like they have.
right. Why wouldn't it be?
I know. And there's a snake on the
Because
plane.
is there a direct flight to Pukalani?
I don't think so. I mean,
My question is, did they secretly charge him extra for the snake?
Yes,
during
when
his
they saw it.
airport.
Well, they didn't know. They didn't know until till he whipped it out in Pukalani.
oh, yeah.
Which is the name of this episode, by the way.
They whipped it out of
Whipping it out in Pukalani.
That's perfect.
Yeah, that's when he realized he had a little snake with him.
A
Yes,
little snake.
I'm sure.
I'm not going to spell Pukalani right on this. Okay.
Fruit by the Pukalani. And by the way, there's Scotty Mays right there.
Fruit by the Pukalani. Shh.
Don't
He doesn't exist.
We can't say his name or
That's like saying, hey, there's Bigfoot. Now he's going to come in, he's going to be all blurry.
How do you know I'm talking about your Scotty Mays?
Oh.
Well, I know you can't be talking about my Bigfoot.
14 Triple D.
Thank you, Scotty. He knows.
All right.
Oh, all right. In case you weren't aware, driving on the open road is not the time for looking up Saved by the Bell TV show clips on your phone.
Bull crap.
You want to
Hey,
bet?
if
That's
it's
just
time
what
to
they
pee in a
want
cup,
you
it's
to
time to
say.
look up your favorite Saved by the Bell clips.
Saved by the Dingling.
A Vermont man learned that lesson the hard way Thursday afternoon when he sideswiped a police car while trying to find an episode of the venerable 1990s sitcom on the internet. Police arrested 55-year-old Kevin Bacon, who it must be emphasized is not the actor, after he hit a Thetford Police Department squad car. The officer was aiding a motorist on Interstate 91 when Bacon collided with the police cruiser. There's so many jokes just in that
I know.
statement.
I was just-
Bacon didn't seem to notice what happened and continued to drive for a short distance. He then stopped the car before, quote, fleeing the scene of the crash, the station reported. Bacon was nabbed a mile from the crash scene.
No.
Now-
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Now he's in the frying pan for sure.
Yep, yeah, he's out of the frying pan into the bacon.
So I would say, in so fact, he was not saved by the bell.
no, he was not.
in fact.
No, he was not. They could not. The bell could not save his bacon.
No.
Ah.
No, I'm not going to make that joke.
No, I don't
I
think
respect all police officers. Never mind. Never mind.
I respect a few of them that I've met. But, some of them that I've met, I don't. And that's why I got a ticket. No, I'm kidding. No, because I was pulling up Kevin Bacon on my phone. And
Right, and
yeah, because I actually pull up all these news stories on my phone while driving just because I like the challenge of it. It's really weird.
Solid.
when I
And that's
have-
why you can't
really
drive a
weird.
stick.
Yeah, it's really weird when I have to type them all
You know,
out.
as your co-host, I could find some news stories.
You're more than welcome to.
I should probably do that.
Yeah, you could also write a song for the comedy
yeah.
rundown.
We've been waiting
Yeah.
for that for like, what, 3 months now?
It's
Not quite,
June.
not quite,
Well, it's
not
June,
quite.
and I started doing this in January.
Yeah.
Whoopsie-doodle.
But we did. Well, the idea wasn't brought up until about 4 weeks.
Wait a minute, Lee. Shut
You've
up.
been doing this since January, Charlie. You don't know to shut your mouth.
I do all my. I
It's
miss.
Charlie Bacon calling her.
How many alarms do you have to have during this show?
Not,
Are you really afraid you're going to fall asleep
no,
while I'm talking?
No.
That's hurtful.
I
That's
know.
what that is.
I'm sorry.
A South Carolina woman who police say was driving drunk will not be cited with DUI because her vehicle of choice was a toy truck. News outlets quote police as saying that instead they charged 25-year-old Megan Holman with public intoxication. They say they spotted her cruising down the road in a Power Wheels electric toy truck.
Yeah.
That's great.
After a caller reported a suspicious person on the street, officers say she was driving about a mile from her home in Walhalla, not Valhalla, because she's not a Viking, or I'm not even sure what that is. But anyway, move
a
on.
Valkyrie.
But yeah, there you go. About a mile from her home when they stopped her. So because Power Wheels does not go that fast.
Right. So she couldn't.
But it's faster than a big wheel.
Right. Here's my thought. If you can get a DUI on a bicycle, which you can.
You can.
Yes.
If you can get a DUI on a lawnmower, which you can. They'd probably
Is this
even.
a
I
Florida
would say
story?
they would probably even get you on it with a push
Well, that's
mower, even though you're
Ohio,
not
and South
technically riding
Carolina
it.
might have different rules.
Yeah, South Carolina. If you're in a Power Wheels, you're fine.
Yes.
Do you get?
But my question: 25 years old, how do you fit in a Power Wheel?
If you're small enough, I
Yeah,
guess.
that's well. Patrick could, but but there aren't a
I
lot of
probably
people I
could,
know
yeah.
that could fit in a Power Wheel. I couldn't fit a foot in one.
No.
No, see, you've seen my feet. You know.
Yeah. They're pretty massive.
Oh yeah. I don't mess around when it comes to feet.
No, you really don't. But now I'm trying to remember how big like a Power Wheels vehicle is.
They're not that big.
They're-
They're not that big. It's for kids. It's for
Well, yeah, but you
toddlers.
can
It's
fit
not-
two in there.
Two kids.
Yeah, because there's so. I mean, if you just like,
But the clearance is very small, like the height.
Well, it doesn't have an actual hood. I mean, I guess you could kind of hunch over. I'm
It
going to have to
doesn't?
get one and try it.
yeah,
The ones I saw
Like-
had a hood. Okay.
you
And I'm
can
going
put
to
like
try it drunk in the Oregon district because why not?
Get behind the paddle wagon and
Right, just lean on,
Yeah,
lean
there
on,
you
lean
go.
on the little meet meet. Yeah, they put me a little horn in there. And,
yeah. I forgot you guys have all those
paddle wagons.
paddle wagons.
They were selling one for a while. Then.
Yeah?
yeah. I didn't, you know.
So
We
that's
thought
an
about doing a
interesting-
comedy show on one just to.
That would be fun. We could
No,
do a remote.
that would be
off
terrible.
Of,
That would be
do a
terrible.
Look at
remote.
all the comics in the room.
Yeah.
Like, no,
Nope.
We're all
Bad
shaking our
idea.
head.
It'd
Yeah.
be fun for me because I'd be listening to it.
Yep, alcohol, exercise, and comedy all on the same time. That's never a good idea.
at least we'd be ignored at different places.
That's right.
That's true. That's true.
Different
Ignored on the go.
locations
Yeah.
and yeah.
I'll just rent like a moving truck and just pile in the back and have a mobile open mic. In order to get stage time, we'll slow down to 10, and you got to catch us and hop on.
Huh?
That wouldn't be fair. A lot of comics couldn't make it. I don't. Authorities in New York State said the driver was ticketed after a sharp-eyed deputy noticed the vehicle's inspection sticker was hand-drawn on construction paper. The Montgomery County Sheriff's Office, not here in New York, said a driver was pulled over Monday in Amsterdam, again in New York, not in Amsterdam. So yeah.
Well, so
Yeah, we're going all over the place with this story. When a deputy noticed the vehicle's inspection sticker did not appear to be official. The deputy discovered the sticker was actually made of construction paper and was hand-drawn to resemble an official New York State Safety Emission Inspection Certificate for the year 2020. The sticker even featured a hand-drawn barcode. Please. Yeah, well, that's getting creative. Yeah, why not? Why not?
Yeah.
I wonder what the barcode read.
Right. It had. to
yeah,
have
I
been
wonder if
something,
they should have scanned it to see just exactly what the guy did.
Exactly. Yeah. It might have been some secret encoded message. Yeah. You never know.
Wow.
That would be pretty hilarious if it was, and it just read something like "in your face" or
No,
something
that's
like that.
Probably
But you know, like if somebody takes your sticker, we have that issue in Illinois. Like people will peel the new sticker off and
Really?
then oh yeah.
Is this
So-
for the emissions
Not
testing or
did
just
you
the
ever see-
plate?
Just
That
like the license-
You
like
have
the
a
like-
city
license.
sticker
Okay.
too?
No, we just have just the state one. But like I can understand that because it's like $120.
Right.
And
It's
so I'd be
ridiculous.
like, screw that. I paid the money. I have the registration thing. Slap some construction paper
Well,
on
yeah.
there.
If you have the registration thing, I think you
Yeah.
can go get it replaced.
Yeah. Maybe.
I'd imagine. I don't know.
Noel. I don't know. I should.
Yeah.
I
Because I had one come off of my car once, and I had to get one replaced. I don't think I had to pay for
What-
it again.
what?
It just
went off
didn't
in your
stick.
car?
It
What-
just it didn't stick.
Wasn't
They're
a
a little
sticky.
personal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Got it.
God, get away with anything in here.
They didn't have
You
a good enough.
missed me.
Didn't have a good enough
I
dinghy
did.
for that.
What's that?
Didn't have a good enough dinghy to make that sticky enough.
You're getting awfully personal now, Patrick. I'm going to skip those. We'll come back to those later.
All right.
Oh, let's see.
Why
what do
isn't
we got
Scotty
here? What do we
Mays?
got
Why
here?
didn't he come in?
Who? He's not
Sorry.
allowed until the next hour.
Oh.
He's still got
all?
the next 10 minutes to decide not to come in. And I didn't see T-Bone with him, so I told him to bring T-Bone. Because you haven't met T-Bone.
No.
T-Bone's fantastic.
I haven't even met Scotty Mays because
What-
every
what
time
is-
we try and book him, he ditches.
Right, exactly. Well, I didn't tell him you'd be here.
What is T-Bone? Who is T-Bone?
Tara, who's Scotty
Oh,
Mays.
right.
Scotty
of
Mays.
course. I never heard
woman.
it called that.
Yeah. Well, that's my nickname. Well, it's her nickname from when she used to tend bar. What's up?
Oh,
What? What?
Well, I didn't know her.
We're doing a
nickname.
show. You're not on yet.
6 times,
Sit down.
Scotty. 6 times. I've tried to be on the show with him.
I
and
know.
he fails.
That's why I didn't tell you. I told you it was a secret, and then
6 freaking times.
And the camera wasn't pointed to that door. That would have
Yeah.
been funny.
Yeah, we never point cameras to the door.
Like I am
We
like
did when
freaking out.
you sit over here.
Oh, here, where are we? A teenager in Canada, everybody can relate to this. A teenager in Canada has blamed a bathroom emergency brought on by, quote, too many hot wings for his speedy driving, which
Yeah.
resulted in him getting a ticket.
This all checks out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. The 16-year-old was pulled over by police in Manitoba for driving 106 miles per hour, according to a tweet
Wow.
from local police department on Thursday.
But his speed limit is 100 kilometers. So he
Right, well, he was
thinking,
going
I'm not
miles
that
per
far.
hour. So, yeah,
So
he probably
miles,
just didn't
right.
understand the conversion rate. But when the young Chevrolet Camaro driver was asked to explain his behavior, he said he'd eaten too many hot wings and needed a bathroom. Officers didn't take pity on the teenager and fined him a total of 690. This must be a British news story. 690 pounds. And for speeding and being behind the wheel without a supervising driver.
Okay,
I guess
but,
he had his temps, I guess.
so why didn't he seal the deal and
just go right there.
Yeah.
Right there, do it.
Well,
Yeah.
that would have been added to his charge.
that's how you convince cops. I'm just saying.
I'm going to take your word for it.
Yeah.
Is that the voice of experience? That
I still got a ticket when it happened to me. And a laundry bill. So I don't necessarily.
right. Because there's a lot more you got to deal with.
But
you know,
at
when
least
you-
that
when
way,
you
then
go-
they
when
only give you a
when that
ticket.
runs-
And they don't put you in the back seat because they don't want to deal with the
Right,
mess.
exactly.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
They're not going to
Yeah.
arrest you
No.
unless you're really drunk. I've heard. A British tourist in Amsterdam. See, this is a different Amsterdam.
Okay.
It's not the one we were talking about before in New York. A British tourist in Amsterdam received a shock when he arrived at his Airbnb lodgings to discover he had booked a stay in a roadside shipping container. Londoner Ben Speller paid £100 for a single night stay at the accommodation described in the Airbnb as a, quote, clean room with private bathroom. But what he actually discovered upon arrival was a cargo container on the side of the road close to Amsterdam's Amstel station. Yeah.
Is that literally
That's-
the end?
That is, well, no, there's more to this. I can't read them all, Patrick. Jeez. I give you snippets and then we discuss.
Was there a-
we make up our own story.
I
from
want to
this
know
point.
what happened. Like, did he actually stay in
No,
the...
he did not stay
Okay.
there. From what I read of the article, he did not stay there. It was actually furnished, but there was basically
They actually furnished
they furnished it. There was a box spring and a mattress and a bucket
No,
because it was a private room. With
Wondered
a
if
private
it was a bucket.
that's
Private
it.
bathroom. There you go.
So yeah, but apparently there was an attendant that would come around and empty the bucket regularly. So it was all sanitary and in a shipping container. So
Wow.
I guess you sometimes you just can't trust your Airbnb. I guess, which I've never stayed at one. Is it just like random people can offer? Yeah, that sounds like
Pretty much.
Craigslist for places to stay. I don't know if I'd really.
Yeah. I'm sort of partial. I would rather stay in a really crappy motel.
Right,
Then-
than somebody's
Yeah.
shipping container.
Yeah.
Well,
I think that might be an extreme case. I've heard some good things, but heard good things about Uber too, and I've been through some nasty ones of those.
no.
Never know.
Yeah.
Might get shipped to a free vacation. You never know.
That's true. And you might get, human trafficking is the thing, Patrick.
True.
Let's
Might drop a
see.
snake in your Pukalukadoo.
Yeah, Pukalani.
Pukalani.
You might whip out your snake at Pukalani.
I like Pukalukadoo. I really wish that was the place. I would so go there.
We all like Pukalukadoo.
So
It probably is. It's in Australia, though.
you've got to make your own town and give it
Right.
that name.
I'm sure there's one in Australia. They have some strange names for. They have a town called Whoop Whoop.
really?
Why wouldn't they have a Pukalukadoo? I'm from Pukalukadoo. That they'd have to.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, because it's Australia and they have weird names for everything.
I need to go to Australia.
All right. Oh, let's see. We're
Nope.
He
Well,
just
not
blows
tonight,
my
and
mind.
it's not a nonstop.
Not out of Dayton. It's
The
not.
the first time I was ever on an airplane, I went by myself to Australia.
Really?
Really?
How long was the flight?
14 hours. Well, 4 hours to Los Angeles, and then 14 hours to Sydney, Australia.
Wow.
And I wasn't literally by myself. There was a plane full of people, but they were all strangers, and they thought I was stranger.
right. Well, were you doing a set?
No.
Oh, okay,
This was even before I did comedy.
Oh,
This was
wow.
1985, but we used to dig a hole in the backyard and say, go to the other side of the earth if you. And I said, well, I'd like to go to the other side of the earth sometime. And
Yeah.
that's Fremantle, Australia. So I went
Oh, okay.
to the western part of Australia.
Wow.
That was good.
Did you do a walkabout?
I did wander. I walked a lot while
Yeah.
I was there.
Yeah.
And I can
wasn't
recommend
really a
Black
walkabout.
Swan beer of all the
Walkabout.
beers in Australia.
Oh, okay.
I saw cricket practice, not the animals, but people playing the game of cricket.
Oh, okay. You saw cricket practice. Man,
Although I
he really,
might say
he really
I-
can play.
I
didn't know
probably
they had
heard
to
of
practice to
cricket
chirp.
practice,
They
too. Yeah,
really
probably do.
He's spot on. Well, yeah, I'd imagine.
There's one cricket with a really messed up chirp, and they're
But
like,
the-
"Nope, go work
yeah,
on it."
Yeah,
The flies
you
are
come back
nasty
when
there
you've
in
got that
Australia.
better. We're not listening to this the whole time.
The flies are nasty.
Oh yeah, you got to keep waving your hand in front of your face to keep the flies off. Of course, I'm so sweet. That's
Well, that's what it
Yeah.
is. That's what it is.
You are.
or at least I was in 1985.
Back in the day, back in your sweet days.
That's right, the salad day.
Okay, we got time for one more. I don't want to do this one because that one's that I'm going to have to save.
Save that one for Scotty.
These two I'm going to have to save for Scotty. So let's see. A Guinness World Records enthusiast said he achieved his latest title by stuffing 146 blueberries into his mouth at the same time. David Rush, who has broken more than 100 Guinness records, including one for holding 100 lit candles in his mouth at once, posted a video showing how he fit 146 blueberries in his mouth and held them for 5 seconds. Rush, whose record-breaking activities are aimed at promoting STEM education, spit the blueberries back out so they could be examined, and 2 of the original total were disqualified for breaking. You don't want to break your blueberries in anybody's mouth.
Leaving broke 2 of them.
Leaving with 100,
That will happen.
146 for the record. You busted my blueberries.
If it was 144, that would be gross.
Yeah, yes, it would. Thank you, Tim.
Thank you. That's my time. Fill out your comment card. Slip your weights there. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
Tim, Lucas, do you have any shows coming up that you
Yes,
want to plug?
Friday night I'm at the
W Rights? Or something
Tavern
better?
in Columbus.
Oh, okay. The
On
Rehab
lunch-
Tavern?
Rehab, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Ironically, I'll be drinking.
Well, why not? You guys-
And then because the next night I'm seeing my ex, so I'll be drinking heavily on Friday.
Wow. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, I want to give you a whole
And
bottle
of course,
Southern
the
Comfort right now.
firecracker thing, I'll be performing on the early show on Saturday.
The fireworks.
That's it.
The early show on Saturday. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm the late show Friday. So,
So,
hey,
my-
we'll see you in the
my
finals.
friend from Cleveland, Schizo Bill, is going to be on your show.
Schizo Bill.
He doesn't go by that name anymore. I guess the medication is
Oh, well, good for
Marvin.
him. Good for him. Yeah.
Martin is his name. Martin Malloy.
Okay, cool.
So I'll probably come down there Friday to see him, and you, of course.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Maybe, and whatever one Scotty's on, I'll probably see that.
Right. Is Scotty performing on?
We'll find out.
Yeah. We'll ask him if he does come in. If he does make it all the way into the studio, we'll check with him. Well, Tim, thanks for coming on. It's good to have you
thank you
again.
for
It's
having me.
always a pleasure. Always a immense joy.
Boy, that's quite a
see ya.
15-second delay.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. Show him
I
a little
haven't
belly
even
button
stood
for
up
you.
over there yet.
Well, he's a
The funny
little
part
slow.
the funny part is the microphone is right where his belly button is.
Right.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
Now I'm standing up
Yep. Now we'll.
Well,
yeah, there you
now
are.
you
There
don't have
you
the
are.
head. Oh,
Yep.
to tell the
Headless
truth.
Tim. All right. See, now you're adjusting that, and we're going to have to wait another 15 seconds for it to take effect on here. So, Patrick, let's go to break. Take us out of here. We'll be right back here in a few minutes with Scotty Mays, unless he's run off already. 'Cause
All right,
I did
then.
scold
We'll
him
find
pretty
out.
harshly, which I do that. I'm kind of like that. All right, Patrick, take us away. Thanks for listening to the Life Radio Show podcast. Check us out on Eventide Entertainment Podcast Network or wherever you listen to podcasts. Remember, if you want to listen live, we're on Tuesdays from 7 to 9 p.m. on WWSU 106.9 FM, with repeats on Wednesdays from 10 to noon and Thursdays from noon to 2. You can also stream the show live at WWSU1069.org. If you have suggestions or comments for the show, feel free to email thelife1069@gmail.com.
Presence overwhelms me. The brutal presence.
Pukalani.